All I want for Christmas is just 23 more Celebrinis. Help me out, people. Help me out. But of course, if you want to be part of the show, hit us up on all the social media platforms. If you are on it, we are probably on it as well. You can support the show by hitting the like button, subscribing, all that nonsense. If you want to help us monetarily, you can get your stuff to the front of the line with the Super Chat donation. Or you can hit us up directly at Venmo at Tealtown USA. It is Ian, it is AJ, it is the Pucknologist. There's AJ.
Come on. I gotta say, dude, I gotta laugh. I'm sitting here scrolling through some social media real quick, just like, is there any last minute shit that we got to talk about? All this, I see like one of the DJs, and I use that term very loosely when it comes to the Sharks. One of the DJs is saying, a few weeks back, I had the opportunity to DJ at SAP Center for some event, and to my surprise, blah, blah, blah. But it says their message is a testament to my dedication to my craft as a DJ. I'm sorry, as somebody who was a DJ for 30 years, I would never refer to it as a craft, but you do you. I think if anything, I refer to it as an excuse to not do real work. That's the way that I referred to it for 30 years.
I wish I had an excuse to not do real work. That would be really nice.
That's how I referred to it during my tenure. But anyway, I appreciate it. The guys, I appreciate the hustle, man. You do you. Absolutely.
I'm annoyed at social media now because I feel like every time I open Twitter now, it doesn't usually it sticks on following for me, but now it keeps bouncing to the For You tab.
Me too.
I will give it credit. It hasn't been as terrible as it used to be. I find it's still generally stuff that I would be, you get the occasional just.
The algorithm is at play.
Yeah.
I will say it. You got to go in there, you got to like or interact with a whole bunch of hockey things. And then all of a sudden, that one time that you liked somebody's post about a Canadian sandwich, all of a sudden, and all of a sudden you end up with recipe after recipe after recipe. So, yeah.
It's it's like everything's fine. It's like, oh, hockey, and vaccine nonsense. Hockey.
Right.
It's like, oh God.
I liked that sandwich one time.
One time, man.
So how's it going, man?
You know what? It's good. I was scrambling to just get everything set because the Barracuda just finished playing. And I just.
Oh, is that why nobody else is in the chat except Eric?
You know what? I put out the link for the show really, really late, so it's probably be a couple people be like, "Oh shit, it's Sunday."
Yeah, but it's not like we don't have a long storied history of being here on Sunday. I mean, maybe an hour later, sure, but whatever, it's fine, dude. An hour from now, the amount of people in here, it's amazing,
amazing, and then they'll be like, "Why are we talking about the Barracuda already?"
Mm-hmm. Should we just start with them?
Maybe.
Oh, Jerkman in the house.
Hey
now.
There you go. Yeah. You never talk about anything ever again.
Hell yeah,
dude.
In fact, you know what? Now that Jerk is here, I want to start with it. We had this towards the end of the show.
Yeah,
I want to put this in. All right, bullying works, people.
All right.
So, congratulations to Hockey Jerk, who began the wave, if you will, that eventually makes its way around the arena. I poured a little kerosene on his fire, but it was all about, can we please bring back the whole, hey, everybody, lean back.
Yeah.
Stop leaning forward. Stop being on the edge of your seat. Lean back. There are people behind you. Have at least a little bit of courtesy and consideration for the people in your space that they can watch the game too. And when the puck is in play, sit the fuck down. Don't move, don't get up, wait till the whistle. And the fact that evidently Eric was at the game yesterday, they showed a video on the Jumbotron of 4 or 5 people sitting in the seats, and you got Sharky on one side who waited for the whistle, and then once the whistle happened, he went and he ran over to the other side and sat down, and then the whistle hit, and bullying works. More of that. Let's see a lean back video, but that Sharky video that they played yesterday, let's make that happen not only before the puck drops for every game, every intermission. Let's make that a thing, please.
Hot Wheels coming in after poor Jeff Skinner, then bully Skinner because that guy sucks.
I don't know that he sucks. I'm going to be a guy who sits there and goes deployment.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think two things can be true.
Yes. Yeah, Ruben saying that the SAP needs to integrate hockey etiquette into their training. Yeah, it's fair. I feel like we do it like
used to be a thing,
and I feel like you have like a lot of arenas do it. Like you get like the same message like every game. Like even here, like we have a single bowl arena. It has one bowl, like not multiple, like because it's just a OHL team. But like that's the same thing here. It's like,
but look at Jerk. That's probably like one of the most engaged tweets that Jerk has ever had.
That's awesome,
and for good fucking reason.
Oh no, California cruising. I am 0-2 on games this year, but it was finally nice to see a full arena again. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because like I'm terrified when I go there, man. Because like I have every game I've gone to in Ottawa, they've lost.
Ugh. No, it was good.
We got a question here, Tyler Sharks.
All right. So by chance, did I or someone I know go to the game against Seattle last night? We weren't able to go. Wanted to buy the Lego figure they gave out for his son. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, I did not go. I had no idea that there was a giveaway or that it was Lego. But Puck Guy 14, I do believe, did go. So I would reach out to Puck Guy either through the Tweety or the next time he's here on the cast. But no, I did not. I don't have a ticket to go to a game until January 23rd versus the Rangers.
All right.
At least that's I'm on the back nine for this season. I've only seen like 2 games since the beginning of the season, but I'm gonna see like 5 after they hit like Valentine's Day. So
yeah. All right. Let's get to the week that was a 1-2 week for the San Jose Sharks. Started off good. We looked at the schedule this week and we're like, okay, there's some teams that they should play okay against, and there's a team that's probably going to beat them down, and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, kind of how it worked out.
Kind of. I mean, it started good enough. The Sharks pick up a 6-3 victory over the Calgary Flames,
which I think going into that game, where if you would have said, 6-3 Sharks won, yep, sounds right.
Yeah. John Klingberg, Barclay Goodrow with 2 goals. Macklin Celebrini with a couple, including an empty netter. Tyler Toffoli gets on the board. Alex Delkovich, pretty decent night for him. Chernyshoff made his NHL debut. I thought he was really good.
And that's the fun thing, is that you look at that game before it happens. If we talk about that game last Sunday, we sit there and go, well, Sharks versus Flames. Sharks are. They should dominate that, like if it works out they should dominate that game. They should win that by at least a couple goals. If anybody last week had said, and by the way, it's Klingberg and Goodrow that are going to lead the way, everybody went, fuck off.
Oh my goodness. Shark, just going back here quickly here. Shark Slash says the Sharks themed Lego was a purchase anyway. It wasn't one of the giveaways. She continues. They gave out 12 different Lego figures, but none were the shark. So there you go.
Oh my God. Well, and you know what though? Shark Slash is at like almost every game. She is the person to speak with when it comes to the gives. She knows. She's on top of it.
Yeah, I would go to the Lego website. I saw the shark character as a keychain at the Legoland store. I don't know. Hope that helps. So there you go. Let's appreciate that.
See, and that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to help, man.
There we go. So Klingberg just keeps scoring.
Yeah,
suddenly.
Dude, I swear, ever since you put him on your stock down, he's like, fuck Ian.
Fuck that guy.
That's been incredible.
What did you think of Igor Chernyshov?
Dude, I mean, if you're talking like on the week, I mean, a point per game,
Yeah.
like, and
I want apologies in the in the chat and in the comments, by the way.
Why? What happened?
Apologies. Well, because like I was like, when I was like, oh no, man, Igor Chernyshev's the guy they need to call up. This guy's ready to go. And everyone's like, oh, stop trying to rush the prospects. No, man. I watch the Barracuda every game. I knew this guy was ready for the show. I want apologies.
For those of you who are watching this after the fact, you need to jump in the comment section.
You're right, Ian. I'm sorry.
Yeah, throw Ian his fucking apologies. Dude, I mean, I really didn't have a vibe one way or the other. I was just kind of like, you know, hey, it seemed like what he had been doing with the Barracuda, it was certainly like he had made his way to the front of the line when a call-up was going to happen. And so I was very much kind of like, yeah, let's see what you can do, kid. And I mean, talk about deploying somebody, giving somebody it's not like they said, okay, we're going to have Ryan Reeves and Goodrow drag your ass around. They said, no, we're going to give you Celebrini and Graf and like make some shit happen, you know, make some magic. And he was like, oh, bitch, I got this.
Yeah.
And, you know, a point per game. And I put it on Twitter this week a couple times where it's like Mike Greer, you know, whether it's Misa or Smith or Kurashev or whoever needs to get healthy. When you have to make a decision, I dare you to justify sending down Cherney.
Yeah.
I mean, even your coach has said he deserves to be here. So that's my thing, and we'll get into it later, but it's kind of like, and we'll you know, have to ask it to the chat, you know, who's the first guy on the bus out of town to make way? Because dude, Cherney's earned it.
That's it, man. Like,
and you can say small sample size. It's been,
sure,
you know, 3 games.
But I don't even think, like, it's not even just the points. It's just what he's done on the ice.
Dude, and that guy is unafraid to get into the crease.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I really like about him. He's like, you know, he's telling every goalie, you know, how's my ass taste?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be all in your face. Love that about him.
Yeah. So obviously, like I said, Klingberg, Goodrow with a big game.
Huge game.
Why do I have Nedeljkovic here? It was Askarov in net for this game.
Was it?
Yeah. Pretty sure it was, wasn't it?
I don't know. Run it back.
Run it back. I have Nedeljkovic here, but I think it was Askarov. Now I have to go check.
While Ian goes and checks that, dude, I mean, Klingberg, 3rd straight game with a goal. And it's kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? Then you get Goodrow, a 3-point game, 2 goals and an assist, plus 3. And, you know, of course, I'm like, hey, buddy, keep upping that trade value. Keep it going. The thing that did bum me out, Askarov with what I would consider a marginal game. So yes, it was ASCII. That's in the notes. But of course the thing that you can really hang your hat on if you're, you know, the glass half full guy, you had 13 different players for the Sharks to make the score sheet. So it's just like, great game. And I remember before the game started, I don't know if it was the pregame crew or if it was Randy Hahn, but somebody had made the point to mention that Calgary over the last, like, however many games it had been, and it's been a stretch, like 7, 8, or 9, like Calgary had owned the Sharks over the last few seasons. So to see and let's, you know, run it back to when the Sharks played in Calgary, what was it, last month or whatever?
Yeah.
They did not look good. And that was, and you think about it, that last month, that was one of the few games that the Sharks did not look good. For the most part, in November, they looked great. So it was great to see the Sharks get a little bit of retribution. They came in hot for this. And maybe was it a residual kind of, because look, everybody after that Penguins game last weekend, they had to come in on this game on that. We can fucking beat anybody.
Yeah.
So That's the thing that I really liked about this. Special teams, but just the fact that Klingberg and Goodrow are driving the bus in this game was just kind of like, oh yeah, they're gonna win.
I mean, they killed both the penalties that they faced. They only hit one power play, and they didn't convert on one power play. I mean, that's not.
But I felt like it was a start. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. California Cruising kind of piggybacking what you said. Anytime Askey does bad, I tell myself he's a rookie goalie. I don't know if he's been okay. It wasn't great, but I just wonder if it's a situation now where, like, after November, like, we have just unrealistic expectations for what the goalies have to do. Because he was on such a heater note, like we all knew it was an unsustainable heater.
But he was.
I think now he's kind of like. I think the theme of December has been regression to the mean.
Well, and that's the funny thing is that's why I have it later in the show when we talk about it was going 3-6-2 in October.
Yeah.
So not great, not the best start in the world, but then overcorrecting 9-5-1 in November, and you're like, yeah. And you look at those 5 losses, a couple of them by 1 goal, like that could have went either way.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, 10 games played. There's, I think, 4 left before the end of the year. They're 500 right now. So this month could very easily go either way, and that could tell the story one way or the other. But I will say the month of December so far, after a ridiculously awesome November, I don't know. One of these guys need to catch a heater, and Ned. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal, my man.
Yeah.
Because oofa.
Yeah, so the Sharks, they lose to the Dallas Stars by a 5-3 score. They outshoot. I thought they gave the Stars everything they could handle, though. They just
in the first 2 periods, yes.
Yeah, like I thought they gave the Dallas Stars everything they can. It was a good game for the most part. Yeah, things kind of tapered off in the third a little bit, but like.
But when you say they gave the Stars as much as they can handle, to me, that is like, and that is a junior high wrestler that gave that college level wrestler as much as he could handle, based on talent. And
I thought they were going to get steamrolled this game, though. They didn't get steamrolled.
They didn't get steamrolled. But when you look at the score, if you look at that score and you don't know exactly how we got there, you would look at that score from just a ancillary view and you'd go, yeah, that sounds right. You know?
I don't know, man. Like,
but Ned, to me, it was all on Ned, dude. That
kind of turned, like, once that went,
that deflated the bench, bro.
It was not good. I did not know this was a stat. This was the first loss when Celebrini had a point. Apparently,
and that's evidently
that is a stat that I did not realize. Macklin's been. He's been so good this year. He has so many points. Like he's third in the league or something nonsense like that for points this year.
Dude, I'm sitting there like I'm on both hands. I'm like Hart and Ross, baby. We can do it.
Yeah, let's go.
And if you get on the right heater, fuck it, Richard, throw it in there.
That's the thing, but that's the problem though, right? Like with Nedeljkovic is like,
dude, he's so defensively. Give him a Selke too.
You give him a Selke.
Just throw all 4 in there.
Just throw all 4 of them. My God,
wouldn't that be imagine? Yeah, yes, I can imagine.
It's hard, man. I don't know. It's frustrating. Like this is a frustrating. Like it was a frustrating way to lose a game because going back to the Nedeljkovic thing, it's a brutal giveaway.
It's that. It's also going 0 for 3 on the power play and not really getting any decent looks whatsoever.
No.
And I think you need to give, to be fair, the Sharks did get 37 shots on goal. I do think you have to credit Otter for some of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake Ottinger was really good.
Yeah. But you just sit there and go, the Dallas Stars to me are, a top 5, top 6 team, and they proved it.
Yeah.
Against a team that a lot of people thought were going to be in the bottom 5 of the league. So, they came in and did what they were supposed to do. And if I remember correctly, like did they curb stomp either LA or Anaheim like the night before?
The Stars, they might have. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they like beat a SoCal team the night before, and you look like Anaheim is top of the fucking food chain right now in the Pacific somehow, some way. So the fact that Dallas was able to go down there and do that, and then come up to San Jose the next night, and kind of, I'm not going to say they shoved San Jose into their locker, but definitely might have stolen a couple bucks from their lunch
the game
money.
Before they played LA the game before the Sharks.
The day before, right?
Not the day. It was a couple days before.
Oh, okay.
It was a 4-1 victory, but on the second night of back-to-backs, they put up 8 goals against the Anaheim Ducks to beat them.
The night after.
The night after they beat the Sharks.
And they beat the
They
best
went over to
team in the
Anaheim
Pacific.
and pounded on them too, which is weird, right? Like you want to talk about like silly schedule quirks, but they go to LA. They have 2 days off, mind you, so they have time to come up to San Jose. That's fine. But then they come to San Jose and then go back to Anaheim.
Vacation time in San Jose.
Yeah, and then they go back to Anaheim.
Yeah, but they curb stomped Anaheim the next night.
Yes.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Oof. But but I also will tell you, and tell me if I'm wrong, based on statistics, based on the numbers, I would have started Ned versus Calgary, and I would have started Askey versus Dallas. Yes. When I saw the deployment for the goalies, I was like, why would you start your, I don't want to say worst, but your goalie who has
Ned's your 1B.
Yeah. So why would you start your 1A goalie against a 1B team and then start your 1B goalie against a 1A team? That didn't make a lot of sense to me. No. And this is not the first time that Warsofsky has done that this season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Oh. All right. So last night then?
Yes. The Seattle Kraken beat the San Jose Sharks by a 4-2 margin. Got at Graf with the goals. Actually, I should mention that Graf had a couple of goals against the Flames in that win too. There's also this, I want to show this ridiculous Macklin Celebrini play here.
Oh, sure.
In the Calgary game, because it's just like, it's just so dumb. I'm sure you've seen this by now, this little spinorama around the defenseman, but like, it's just dumb.
So sick.
Just so dumb. I love it.
I mean, good Lord. But when it comes to this Kraken game, hold on, let's see it again. When it comes to the Kraken game, if you go back and look at the Graf goal, Chernyshov didn't get an assist on it. He certainly should have.
He absolutely should have. I think did they award him one after? I can't remember.
I think that was earlier in the week.
Okay.
Or no. That was the Penguins game last Saturday, where it was Celebrini. It was the Celebrini game winner that Chernyshov was awarded an assist after like the post game got off the air.
No, I think that was in Calgary because I think Pitt was the Penguins game where Will Smith got hurt.
It was the Penguins game.
I thought the Penguins game is where Will Smith got hurt.
I just know Chernyshov.
I know they awarded him after.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Because wait a minute. Was Calgary?
I think it was Calgary.
Was Calgary the first game that Chernyshov played in?
Yes. Yeah, because he got hurt against Pittsburgh.
Okay, so then it must have been the Calgary. I just remember
there was something we got rewarded after.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it was Celebrini. Was it it wasn't the empty netter. I'm looking at it. Klingberg, Goodrow 2-3, Celebrini. So it was Celebrini's first goal in that.
Yeah.
Chernyshov was given an assist after the fact.
Yeah, and like I know we were just but like people Ricky's like pointing out that there's like, and I've heard this chat too on like some various hockey podcasts I listen to, that there's some serious talk for Hart being in the, or Celebrini being in the Hart conversation, which 100% I think you'd have to be there. It's hard to win that award, especially when you don't make the playoffs, but I think I'd be shocked if he's not nominated.
Two things. Dark Knight. Oh my God, I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. Oh, what am I going to do?
Sorry.
And then also the Hart is spelled HART when we're in the NHL.
That's right.
Just letting you know. I'm not disparaging you. I'm just saying what is fact.
All right. This game pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie.
The Kraken game?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I was 50 shades of pissed off at this. Like you fought back and got that fucking lead, and I thought they were just gonna lean into it, especially with ASCII, and then no.
Yeah. This one's frustrating because like they get up, they get a lead, but then they immediately turn it out, like they immediately cough it up, and then not long after, a soft goal, like an absolutely soft goal, goes in, and the Sharks never. That's as close as they got. They had a 1-goal lead, and then they pissed it away in rapid succession.
It was quick, but I feel like as great as Askarov played in November, December has been a little little sus. What was it? Drew was saying that Seattle was just more desperate, and that makes sense. Wanted to see the Sharks win, but Seattle had other motivation. Well, I would say a big part of the motivation is they came in on a 4-game losing streak and were 1-9 in their previous 10 coming in. So yeah, they had a lot to play for, but conversely, I would say the Sharks had a lot to play for.
Yeah, they had a decent effort against Dallas that obviously went against them. You want to come in and you beat again, like it's Sharks aren't good. The Sharks aren't a good enough team to not play good against bad teams.
Exactly. But you had that ridiculous comeback against Pittsburgh, or if you want to flip the ball around, you can say one of the most epic collapses ever by an East Coast team.
Yes.
But then you have the Sharks just steamrolling Calgary, which should have been something that had to happen. And then they played Dallas pretty well. First 2 periods, absolutely. Third period, let it get away from them. I would have expected the Sharks to have a bit more comeback in that game. And early on, I did feel like the Sharks did play well. Despite giving up the first goal, they answered back. They had a 2-1 lead, and then it just fucking got away from them. I really look forward to seeing how they how they answer. Man, Diet 7-Up can like kick it. I really look forward to seeing how they are going to empty the tank in Vegas. I also really am interested to see how many guys decide to not take the team flight home and be like, no, fuck it, I'm going to stay here and
stay here forever.
Maybe I'm just going to hang out in Vegas for Christmas, and then you tell me when the next game is, and maybe I get there, maybe I don't. I don't know.
As long as they don't stay there Tomas Hertl style.
Yeah, right? That's the whole thing. There could be a couple guys who say, no, we're staying at Hertl's house. Fuck off. They may have flown down there already, and they're at Hertl's.
I'm going to Hasselblad right now, being like, I'm not leaving.
There are 4 or 5 guys at Hertl's place right now watching this podcast. Hey, guys.
Oh my God. So I mean,
wait a minute. Sleepy Mofo, are the Sharks and Kraken only playing 3 times instead of 4 because of the Olympics? No, they are only playing that because it rotates, or at least it does until the end of this season. It has for the last few, where because of 82 games, there's you can't
play everyone 3 to 4 times.
Yeah, you can't play everybody in the Pacific 4 times. So for the last few years, it rotates. If I remember correctly, I think last year the Sharks played, I think it was like LA, Edmonton, Calgary, and Anaheim 4 times. And then it was, Vegas, whatever, 3 times. But there's always like 2 teams that get 3 games. The other teams would get 4. But after next year, when it moves to 84 game schedule, completely even. Everybody in the Pacific Division 4 times, everybody in the Central 3 times, and then
everyone
the team,
those
douchebags in the East, those are twice.
Yes, it's going to be good. That is going to be good.
Those assholes over
So Felix saying when Smith comes back from injury, Chernyshov is likely not going to be sent back down to the anytime soon. What do we think of Chernyshov, Celebrini, and Smith? I like all things. I mean, we'll talk about this for a minute, right? Because
how dare you disparage Graf like that?
It's true. I like Colin Graf, man. Like I don't want to disparage Colin Graf, but
love me some Graf.
I mean,
but to me, Cherney, he's just a bigger guy.
Yeah,
you know, he can clear some fucking people out of the way.
Think, like Graf's the guy who can flex up, but I don't like. I don't think that he's going to be as good a scorer as a Will Smith, as an Igor Chernyshov, as some of these other guys that I think are just more offensively inclined.
I look at it like this. Say everybody is healthy.
Yeah.
What's your top six? So, of course I'm going to sit there and say Celebrini, Smith, Graf. Then I'm going to say Toffoli, Eklund, Chernyshov. Then the rest of it, but right there, if that is your like top six, you're sitting there going, fucking A, bring it. And then like, are you telling me it's like, oh wait, the third line is going to be like Skinner, Wenberg, and Gaudette? Holy fuck. Like that's a pretty decent third line. And then it's going to be what? Reeves, Goodrow, and Delandria, and I feel like there's a name or two that we're totally forgetting. So,
probably
right? Did I even say Skinner?
I
don't think I did. Did I say Khrushchev?
Yeah.
So there are some names that, again, like I cannot wait to like this. To me, is like a problem that Mike Greer has been like, give me this problem, I can handle it.
He can't handle the blue line.
That's the we might have to hire somebody else to handle it. Dude, he might go to like Khrushchev or something. Go. So, have you ever played defense before? Have you thought about it?
But this is the problem, right? But this is the problem, though, is like the Sharks have kind of backed themselves into a corner now because you have guys that are banging on the door.
But what was the last time we had that? Like, this is a great problem to have.
It is a great problem to have, but it is a problem, though. I think we've talked about the defense a lot. I mean, I don't want to completely beat it down again, but there are 10 defensemen on this roster right now. 9
I don't want to beat it down
roster.
Again, but they suck.
It's not that they suck. It's that there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
Right? And so
and a couple of them suck.
Yes. Some
talking to you, Letty.
Some of them definitely suck, but that's the problem. I mean, you're going to have guys once everyone gets healthy. Like I am fascinated to see how Mike Greer gets out of this. Right?
Exactly.
Like I think they've successfully.
And how does it not start on the blue line?
It has to. You have too many defensemen.
That's what I'm saying.
On the active roster, it's silly. And they've managed to kick the Michael Misa problem into the new year, which smart on them.
Absolutely smart. And I don't know what it is. They keep kind of like saying, I'm not going to go fucking 6'7". You know, you know what the Sharks version of 6'7" is? I'm going to tell you right now. Mukamadulin Dickinson. Dickinson. Like that's when you look at the way the deployment has happened for the Sharks. Mukamadulin Dickinson. That has been the Sharks 6'7".
They can't. I mean, the only benefit, like Mike Greer's got to be like, man, I'm glad that these guys keep getting hurt because I just don't have to do anything.
Absolutely, but at some point they're all going to be healthy. Now, the thing is, Chernyshov can be sent down with no penalty, right? Doesn't have to.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I mean, he's in his first year of his entry level contract. I mean, again, this is another situation too, where if you keep him up, we're talking about starting a year of his contract.
But the thing is, it's right. You've said this.
That's
before.
Another thing too. Is you keep him up, actually. Oh no, his contract should count because he's in the AHL. So
But you've said this before. Mm-hmm. Is does Chief have any more to prove at that level?
I think he's been the driver on the Barracuda. He's been their best player. And
see, if anything, it's McCarthy going, no, please send him back.
Oh, he's been their best player. I've been. If you go back and listen to previous shows, I mean, I've had nothing but good things to say about Chernyshov when people have asked, well, what about Quentin Musty, right? And it's like, well, I like Quentin Musty. I think he's been good, but I still think Chernyshov's the driver between the two.
Yeah, I mean, So you send down Ostapchuk, that's not enough people, with the way that Chernyshov has played. So again, like if you're Mike Greer, this is the problem you want. But God love you. Good luck getting out of this. But to me, it starts with sending down Ostapchuk. And I don't have a problem with Ostapchuk's game, but it's
been fine. He's a guy.
But it's been a case of numbers. It's a case of you can be sent down with any penalty. If anything, if I'm like Letty, I'm going, how have I not been fucking put on waivers yet?
Yeah. I just don't think it solves any problems, because the thing with Nick Leddy is that, and I don't know Nick Leddy, but do you risk sending, like, the Barracuda are an absolute wagon this year? Are you going to risk a malcontent Nick Leddy on the Barracuda? I'm not saying he would be, but that's the risk you run, right? A guy who's been in the league as long as a guy like Nick Leddy has been. If you send him to the Barracuda to get him off the roster, like, do you risk poisoning that well?
Does he make the Barracuda roster?
I'm sure, of course he does.
I don't know, man. This guy has not been somebody that I want on this team.
I mean, does he report
that too? And let's see. Let's fucking take a look here. Modified no trade clause. So he's got a 16 team trade list. Is there anybody you're going to tell me that Mike Greer can't find one single dance partner to take?
But you're going to have to
if you
pay
need
somebody to take him.
Will you though? Because maybe there's another team that is kind of I don't know.
You can't waive in. Okay, so waive and release them. There's no bio period right now. The NHL contracts are guaranteed. There's only specific times of the year where you could buy out a contract, but this is the NHL. You cannot cut a guy. You can't just, like, the only way to get out of that contract right now is if Nick Leddy says, I will walk away from this money, and the Sharks agree that they will walk away from the contract. That is the only way out of this. You can't,
or if they find a trade partner,
or you find a trade partner, correct?
But
you
to
can't,
your point,
you can't,
guy who can't crack this roster,
right,
making $4 million.
Yeah.
Like, good luck trying to find I mean, you're going to have to give up like a second to get somebody to eat that fucking spot.
Yeah, but like, are the Sharks a team that should be giving up draft capital? Right
exactly.
now?
No, I would say no, but doesn't somebody owe the Sharks like future considerations?
Someone needs to do. My career's done so many favors. Someone needs to do my career favor.
Right. There's gonna be some future considerations. Come on, but I mean, it just bums me out that this guy is going, like Ryan Ellis. No problem. Just sit there. You're on the IR. You're not fucking anything up. But like Leddy, and I don't even mind Leddy's. It's not Leddy's money. It's him taking up a roster spot. That's the thing that pisses me off. I can give a shit about the money.
No, I agree. I mean, the Sharks have the Sharks have cap space. It's not an issue with cap space. It's just it just hasn't worked, and it hasn't worked spectacularly bad.
Mike Greer, can't wait to see what you come up with when everybody's healthy, baby. Cannot wait. But I love stories like this with a Chernyshov, where it's like, I dare you to send me down.
He's made an excellent case.
Yeah, small sample size.
I want apologies.
Yeah, small sample size, but you know what? I mean, when a guy comes in and it's just like, oh, you're going to give me an opportunity? Okay, so I'm going to, average a point a game. I hope that doesn't like fuck up your plans.
Yeah. All right. Stock up, stock down for the week.
Chernyshov.
100%. Like, guy came in, did everything he was asked of, 3 points. Looks, and has looked as good as the draft pedigree says he should look.
And the thing that we haven't even spoken about, imagine if so earlier we talked that top line where it was like shits and giggles, Smith, Celebrini, Graf. Let's just leave that there. But oh my God, Eklund, Chernyshov, and then if he's able to like make that Saginaw connection with Misa when he gets healthy,
or when he gets back from the World Juniors, if he comes back. I see that's again like there's so many balls in the air like for Mike.
That's dude. Again, the problems as a GM that you want to have.
Yeah.
You know, the last GM I want to be right now, probably Vancouver.
I still think Vancouver. I mean, Vancouver feels really bad right now. But
I feel like it's a rebuild.
I think the answer to that always is Buffalo. The answer is always
Buffalo. Yeah, but I feel like it was Vancouver. There was who was the other team? There were like two teams. I thought Vancouver was one of them. There was another team where it was like they were like, okay, I guess we're rebuilding. They didn't see it coming, but everybody else did, and they're like, oh well, okay, I guess we are going to do that.
Yeah.
But all right, stock up. Chernyshov, obviously 3 points in 3 games. I did it last week. I got to fucking do it again, dude. Klingberg, you motherfucker. Yeah. 7 games played, 8 points, including 5 goals. Are you kidding me? Klingberg, stock up.
Klingberg.
Run the numbers.
2 goals, 9 points, and 7 games played. Like Wenberg, I like Wenberg, man. Alex Wenberg.
He's the guy that I'm kind of bummed to see go. I hope he doesn't leave this season. But the thing is, he has value.
He has value.
And he's what, 31, 32?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we already have Toffoli.
Yeah, and it's hard, right? Because again, like you have guys that are kind of banging on the door. Now maybe they're all not centers, but and that's an issue. You do want to keep some centers lurking around. That's why I think that makes Wenberg so tricky, because I agree,
want to
he
keep those
value.
Culture guys.
Yeah.
And Wenberg seems like a culture guy, somebody that you want to continue with things being pointed in the right direction. Now, that being said, I think Wenberg has also done everything that you need to do, especially based on Mike Greer's past. Mm-hmm. Wenberg, I feel like if I'm Wenberg, I'm like, you know what? Come, just before the deadline, Greer's going to take care of me. He's going to send me to where I need to go.
What if they're in a wild card spot?
That's and you know what? That's the word, wild card. Like, that's the wild card moment. What, if the Sharks are like sitting in the 7th, 8th spot, oh my God, dude, that's going to be a meeting, man. Like, there's going to be like, hey, I would love to send you where you want to go, but bruh.
Yeah.
we're right in that bubble right now, buddy, and we need
it's hard, right? Because dude, I miss playoff hockey that I actually give a shit about.
I'm saying it. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, is that good? Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, if you're Wenberg, you got to be like, what I'm doing so well that I've made myself so valuable. Like, he's got to move me to a contending team. And then it's like, oh wait, I've done so well and put up so many points. Fuck, I've helped this team get into the playoffs. That's the funny thing is, earlier today, my Twitter feed went through or whatever, and there was a thing that said, if the playoffs started today and the Sharks would be in the playoffs, it's like, the good news, the Sharks would be in the playoffs. The bad news, they would open against Colorado. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Right, yeah, exactly, right? Like, here is your reward. You get to... You get to face it.
Yeah, it was like breaking news. David opens against Goliath. Hey,
you get to play a team that has lost 2 regulation games all season so far. Dude. Congratulations.
So sick. Stock up. Colin fucking Graf, buddy.
Yeah.
5 goals, 8 points in the last 7 games played. I mean, God love you, man. I love the fact that, and this is a guy that I was pretty high up on last season. So to see this guy just undrafted, am I right?
Yeah, Colin Graf undrafted.
Yeah. So to see that happen, to me, that's almost like the whoever the guy was that put Colin Graff's name on the board. That guy needs to do a big steak dinner. Any 100%. More stock ups before we move on? I have one more. But,
go ahead. Yeah, I think it really covers it. But
it's a little off board. I mean, Randy Hahn, is getting a stock up for me this week. We saw the posts from some of the people that were at the holiday dinner for the Sharks, and so I hope that I am not I don't know, revealing too much, showing how the sausage is made. From what I have heard, and this is what I've heard. I'm not saying that it's completely fact or anything. I'm just saying from what I've heard, but from reliable sources, Randy has a history of just showing the broadcast, everybody that's involved, all the people, the cameramen, everybody, the people that are in the truck outside, all those people do the graphics, the sound, all of that. He has, from what I understand, a history of saying, hey, the whatever it is, the Saturday leading into Christmas or whatever, I'm going to pay to have a fantastic meal catered. Everybody's going to have nice full bellies with some really awesome food, and I'm covering the tab. And
nice.
Not only that, from what I understand, nobody else in the Bay Area does that shit, where it's like, whoever what's his name, Bob Fitzgerald or whatever, whoever the guy who does the Warriors game. Nope, this doesn't happen. The person or the broadcasters who call the San Francisco Giants games, they don't do like a big 4th of July, barbecue thing for all the broadcast employees. But this is a Randy specific thing. And so, I mean, you got to appreciate that Randy recognizes all the people behind the scenes that do what they do, and they do it well. So, Randy, boom. Stick taps to you, my friend. Fantastic. I love to see the behind the scenes people being recognized. So, yeah. And Absolutely. Bob Fitzgerald, fuck that guy.
Wow. All right. There we go. There you have it. You heard it here first. Jeez Louise.
No, that's the whole thing. Fuck Bob Fitzgerald. You didn't hear that here first.
Fair.
That happened like 500 years ago. All right. Stock down.
All right. Stock down. Here we go.
Go ahead.
I want to, you have it here too, but I do have to pick on the goaltending a little bit here.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I try not to be too hard because I do think that like Askarov was just on such a heater in November that there was going to be regression, and he plays behind a team that is bad. Like this team has won a lot of games, but it is bad. It gives up a ton of it.
I feel like they're off and on.
They're bad. their record is way. Then this is the problem too.
If I'm Marsovsky, every like calendar in the dressing rooms, everything I put it. Yeah, it all says November along the top.
It's still November.
Yeah, I mean, the last 3 games, and it's an 894.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, right? Because again, like I think there is some regression here, and I think it is unreasonable to, in my opinion, to expect them to just be lights out good every game behind this team that is just porous defensively, gives up all kinds of nonsense that the goalies shouldn't have to deal with as often as they do. And I think but again, like you have to win games, right? And I feel like the Seattle game was a game that Seattle played good. And I don't want to take anything away from what Seattle did, but like, again, like the bad goals just kind of put them behind and they never got back in it.
Yeah. Let me hit a couple in the chat real quick from Ruben. Mm-hmm. Randy once gifted me $50 simply for saving his parking spot before every game. See, that's so cool.
That's beautiful.
Which makes me wonder, where the fuck is Randy parking?
Yeah.
And then, but El Rooster saying, How would you know those other teams don't do the same, AJ? What is it? What do you talk to them or know them personally to know they don't do something like that for their people? Yes, this is what I'm saying. Is the person who told me this? They work for the Sharks. They've done work for the Giants. They've done work for the Warriors. I was told specifically that Randy is the only one out of the broadcast group that's Kruko and Kipe not doing this. Fitzgerald and whoever else not doing this. But this is what I was told. I'm not saying that that it doesn't happen. I'm saying I trust the person that told me this. And I literally have photos of this person working for all three teams. They would know. So, and I'm not sitting here trying to say, oh, fucking, Kruk and Kipe, get your shit together. Or Fitzgerald, spend $1. I'm just saying stick tack to Randy Hahn for recognizing the people behind the scenes. That's, I'm somebody, the company that I do my day job for, I recognize I am a small cog in a big fucking machine. So when I am recognized for that, it means a little more. It means a little something extra. So I would totally say for Randy to, let's be honest, Randy Hahn, face of the Sharks for 30 years.
Yep.
The voice of the Sharks for 30 years. So for him to do something like that, I don't want to say it's very Canadian of him, but it's very Canadian to do something like that. To let you take care of the people that take care of you.
100%.
That's the way you play it, man. So stick tap to Randy all day and night.
Yeah. All right. So back to stock down. Mostly it's the goalies for me, just because I think again, there's some really the Nedeljkovic giveaways brutal. I thought Askarov had some really rough goals against the Seattle Kraken. I give them, like I said, I don't want to beat up on them too badly because I do think they've performed admirably in front of a team that's very bad defensively. So I don't want to beat up on them, but it wasn't a great week for them though, right? The giveaway in Dallas kind of deflated the team.
Yeah, and that was the big thing for me. And you know what? Those stick taps to the fucking team, because they were asked about it after the game. There was look, in not so many words, they were kind of like, so Nedeljkovic kind of fuck you on that one. They're like, dude, Ned didn't stop it from scoring more.
Right. Yeah. No, and that's what you want to, right? Because I think again, these guys, to their credit, have been this team
very supportive.
On and off the ice sticks up for each other.
Yeah, very
right.
supportive.
And that's what you want. You don't want them. I would be more concerned if Macklin Celebrini comes out yeah, fucking Nedeljkovic, what a bum.
Dude, what the fuck was he thinking?
Right, that would be a problem.
What goalie plays that play like that?
Right, I do love the way that this team sticks up for each other on and off the ice. But as a viewer, the two frustrating, just frustrating games to watch.
To be fair, had Celebrini had said that, dude, I would have paid $50 for that post-game interview. It would have been holy shit. Good Lord. But no, I love the fact so far, we're 36-ish games in. The fact that this team really has kind of come together, they stick up for each other. You know what? God damn you, Ryan Reeves, making me a fan of yours. That pisses me off. The shark teeth necklace, trying to get, the boys into it. I so appreciate that. And I'm even seeing some reports from a couple of the local media guys where it's they're starting off their reports of a Sharks game where it's who was it? Yes, Seattle. where it's like, so the 2030 Stanley Cup champion San Jose Sharks had a hard time against Seattle last night. You know what I mean? Like, they are so down.
I don't
with the
want
cause.
that. That's the one thing I don't want.
I don't want that either, but it's
don't do
it's
that.
nice to see that much optimism.
Yeah.
From the local medium.
I don't want to. I just like, let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Like,
I'm right there with you.
Like, look, I think like I like what Mike Rose building here. I think it's great, but I don't like. But I still like, to this day, I still remember there was a magazine. I think it was like the Hockey News or something, and it had like it was when the Leafs had like the young corn. It's like, it's not when, it's how many. And it's like, really, how many is still zero, apparently. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think,
when
I think
it comes
when you
to
do
Toronto, if I'm remembering correctly, 6-7, as in 1967, 6-7.
Yeah. You know, when there were 6 teams in the league and the TVs were still black and white, and you watch TV with funny. Yeah.
All right, let me finish off my stock downs for the week. All right, Mauro Ferraro, my man, this week, 3 games played, no points, -3. I'm not saying you're not blocking shots. I'm not saying you're not, doing what you're supposed to do. I'm just saying, don't be a -3. William Eklund. This is a guy who has been on my radar for a couple of weeks. 3 games this week. He did have 1 assist. He was a -5. Again, plus minus is not the end all be all. I get that. But there was certainly a couple times over these last 2 games against Seattle and Dallas where I felt like Eklund had an opportunity, whether it was to shoot, and he passed. And then there was an opportunity where it was like, oh, the pass is there, and he decided to shoot. Like, he just needs to figure out the wiring in the head where he's going to figure out, okay, that's when I should have shot. That's when I should have passed. He'll figure it out. He'll get there. I'm just saying this past week, statistically, not a great week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I like William Eklund's an interesting. But he's such an interesting player though, because on social media it seems like he is one of the most divisive players on this team.
He is very much so.
And I think it's crazy because I think he's great and I think he drives play, and like I think the Sharks would be worse if they moved on from him.
My thing about Eklund,
depending on what comes back, but I just. To me, like, there's a lot of people that just want to ship them out for whatever, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I will say, if you're somebody who is considering shipping out Eklund, I'm going to say 2 things. First off, they got rid of his best fucking friend, man, Zetterlund, buddy. He's still getting over it. No, if we're being completely serious, I'm going to say the thing with Eklund, how many different people have been on his line?
Yeah.
It's like it feels like from week to week, we're not sure who his center is going to be. And it's difficult to find success and chemistry.
That's the same, and that's the same on the defense too, is you get somebody like we haven't really had consistency in pairs for the most part because of the multitude of guys that have to rotate in and out of this lineup. Like
that's my thing with Eklund is I sit there and go, look, we need to get back to at least that kind of like DeBoer style of coaching where at least we'll get those pairs going.
Yeah.
And so it's like, and then of course, before Smith was injured, it was like, yeah, you had Celebrini, Smith. And then the next one, it could be Wenberg, Eklund. Yeah. And then you could plug and play, whether it was Misa or Graf or Toffoli or whoever, but you could do things like that. I don't feel like Eklund has gotten that pairing guy that he needs to have, the guy that he can count on. So that I put on Warsaw a little bit and go, look, you need to get Eklund. If you've ever heard of a term called the buddy system, Eklund needs a buddy.
Eklund needs a buddy.
Yeah, find his buddy. And if you want to make that buddy Toffoli, I wholeheartedly agree, because also this week, Toffoli, a -5 over 3 games, only got a singular point. So Toffoli, Eklund, and Misa. Oh, no, actually, shit, who knows? It could be Chernyshov once Smith is back. We don't know.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's and then finally for me with the stock down, the penalty kill, the last 7 games. Yikes.
Yeah.
65%, 31st in the league. It's going to be tough to win games if you don't have an edge to your game where you can't afford to take a penalty from time to time because you're going to get scored on that fast. Yeah. We need to see more from the PK.
Insanity. First Dickinson needed a place to live. Now Eki needs a buddy.
That's what I'm saying.
What is going on this team?
Yeah.
All right.
We should probably go to that other team. You full screen it and let everybody know.
The San Jose Barracuda had a 2-1 week. They are now, I believe, what is their record now? I had it in front of me here. They are now 17-9-1-1. They have 36 points. They are now solely in possession of second place in the AHL's Pacific Division. The week did not start off good. They played in Coachella Valley. They lost to the Firebirds 4-2 game. Look at the Barracuda. They didn't play terrible in this game. They allowed an early goal in the first period, and then they couldn't for 2 periods. Sorry, they could not solve the Firebirds goalie Nike Coco, who had just an outstanding game. They got a couple power play goals early in the third, but they never played with the lead, man. And unfortunately, a late third period goal by Oscar Fisker Molgard after they had tied it up would be enough for the Firebirds to win. They added an empty netter. They lose 4-2. They put 40 shots on goal against Nike Coco, and he saved most of them. So again, really outstanding goalie performance from Coachella Valley. Oliver Wallstrom and Philip Beast were the goal scorers in that game for the San Jose Barracuda. This weekend, they played a pair of games in Ontario, and they will play in Ontario for what feels like the rest of the month.
Is this the whole thing of like when the Barracuda only plays San Diego on Wednesdays?
Like it's silly when you look at their schedule. It's like Ontario, in Ontario, at home. Like it's silly. This was on during the Seattle game, and I got really pissed off at this game, and I turned it off, and I had to watch it again today. And I was like, I'm gonna watch the Sharks instead. It was an okay game to start. Like they were playing fine enough. I thought Jacob Skarek was doing okay, but then there's this brutal hit on Quentin Musty that happens, and I'll just throw it up here quick, and you can see it's really high. Like I'll play it again because there's not much there. Really, really high hit from Cole Gutman, and probably, in fairness to the team, it was far enough behind the play that probably no one saw what happened. But it was really frustrating because the Barracuda are kind of standing around, just kind of watching Quentin Musty get looked over. This ended up being a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for Cole Gutman, who would end up getting suspended for that for 2 games. So he did not play in the game today. So the San Jose Barracuda get a 5-minute power play, and what is the first thing they do on that 5-minute power play?
Give up a shorty.
You know it.
I didn't even see it, and I was just like, yeah, it sounds legit.
Yeah, they immediately give a shorthanded goal. Now, credit to the Barracuda. They did respond to that shorthanded goal quickly, but I'm just kind of like, I'm not doing this tonight. There's like 2 games to watch, and I'm like, I will watch this again tomorrow. Afanasyev was the guy who got the goal. Actually, big game for Afanasyev and Wallstrom. They did all the scoring for the Barracuda, and they also would also score in the shootout. It wasn't as bad. Like it was one of those things where like the Sharks was happening at the same time, and like their game's angry, and like the Barracuda game made me angry, and I'm like, I can't be angry at 2 games at once. And you know what? And to to my credit, I missed out on a pretty good game watching it live, and I chose to watch the San Jose Sharks lose to the Seattle Kraken instead. So, whoopsie.
Whoops. Oopsie
Yeah.
poopsie.
No, look at the Barracuda came back. They made a game of it. They Afanasyev thought he had a hat trick, but unfortunately, Pavel Regenda made contact with the goalie. They ruled it goaltender interference. The Ontario Reign pulled their goalie. So that game, like if the Afanasyev goal would have counted, they would have been up 4-2 and it wouldn't have mattered. But unfortunately, that goal was taken off the board. The Ontario Reign score with, I think, less than a minute left with the goalie pulled to force overtime. Overtime solves nothing, and again, they do win in the shootout. I will show you Wallstrom's goal here because I think it's pretty. Wallstrom comes in, backhand, forehand, goal.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and that would be the one. I believe that won the game for them.
I'm surprised we don't see that more often.
So that one wins it in the shootout.
That's your winner. Yeah, that's your winner.
Yeah. Cole Gutman, he was suspended for 2 games for that hit on Musty, which was brutal. Today they played again. This game was a crazy game. I don't have a ton of notes because I just watched it. Actually, the show was almost late because of it. It was a 6-3 win. This game, there was a lot of bad blood, obviously, from the game prior. There was a few misconducts in this game, a game misconduct, like
Jesus.
All kinds of shenanigans. And this is a game where I find, like, for the Barracuda, like, this is where the shenanigans usually get the better of them. In a game like this, like these games generally got away, but to their credit, I thought they played a solid game. Quentin Musty did return in the game, the game prior, but he did not play today, which always makes you wonder, especially like on a head contact, right? Like, should he have played the rest of that game? Maybe not. But I don't know what the issue is. He didn't play tonight. Obviously, teal curtain, we don't know.
But it also makes me wonder, though, how much length of rope are some of the Barracuda guys going to get while Cheny-show and Cardwell, and when some guys are called up, it's kind of like, well, here's your opportunity, boys. You're going to get some more ice time.
And to their credit, like, you're looking for guys to step up, and I will come back to that, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
So the goals in the 6-3 win today was Jimmy Huntington, Casper Haltnen, who's been kind of on the milk carton a little bit, got his 6th of the season. Shane Bowers got his 1st as a Barracuda. Philip Beestead added his 8th. This was the game winner. I have a clip of that as well. Just a nice taking advantage of a giveaway from a rookie defenseman, gives it right to Philip Beestead, and Beestead
oh my God.
goes.
What a horrible fucking giveaway.
yeah, but Philip Beestead last year doesn't make that play.
Good goal, but I mean,
yes.
It was just kind of like, watch me unwrap the gift you gave me.
Yeah. Giles and Regenda would add empty net goals to make it 6-3. They kind of just piled it on at the end there. Gabe Carrier gets the win. Again, no Musty. He didn't play this game, but so
no muss, no fuss.
No muss, no fuss. Moving up to my stock up, stock down for the Barracuda, it's Afanasyev and Oliver Wallstrom. Because again, you're looking at a situation where Chernyshov goes up. I think again, Chernyshov has been the best player on the Barracuda. He's been generally, in my opinion, the one driving the ship. So obviously you're looking for other people to step up. And Afanasyev, who has not played a lot of games for the Barracuda this year, had a big week. He had a few goals this week, big in that game previously where Musty gets hit against the Ontario Reign. And on Wallstrom, I think Wallstrom, again, he's been really good lately. So I want to give stock ups to them. I don't really have a stock down because they're not.
Well, stock up, I think maybe I think you can make you could debate Beestead.
Philip Beestead's been good this year, and I think
game winner this week.
Philip Beestead's a guy who I shouted out last week too, and I think again, like Philip Beestead is a guy you kind of worried about because you're like, okay, he's really come on this year, but he's been on a line with Musty and Chernyshov, and what's he going to do without them?
Do you think is Beestead a tweener for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's probably, I don't know if he maybe he carves out a role in someone's bottom 6, but like
He's like an addition to a trade piece down the line.
Yeah, I think so. I don't like, I think Philip Beasted's been good. I like Philip Beasted, but I don't know
he's
where
a
he
tweener.
fits on this team. Yeah, I don't.
All right,
I don't know where you fit on this team going
now,
forward.
how do you feel about Tuna?
Haltonen?
Hal Tuna. Yeah, Haltonen. Tuna.
He is adjusting to the pro game. There is an adjustment to be made there. I think he's been a little bit quiet. Like, I think you'd want to see him get going, especially if Musty's out for any period of time and Chernyshov stays up for any period of time. I think that you'd obviously want to see more from him, but I think I think, you got to remember that these guys are getting their first taste of pro hockey, and you don't want to be overly judgy about that. Right. I think he's been good. Like, I don't think he's been bad. I just think I'd like to see him get going. Just
who was that great player for the Barracuda last year that moved on? Yeah. I feel like Beasted is could be the next version of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he could excel at the AHL level, but just can't quite stick to the end.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think that there probably could, like, I see a world where Philip Beasted could play in someone's bottom six if he continues progressing. I don't think, like, the problem for Philip Beasted is he's one of these. Podorowski, sorry, yeah.
That's
but like, it's a situation where, like, again, this is like, I know this is Mike Greer's pick and technicality.
But you need those players.
You do.
System.
Yeah.
You need those guys that are like really good in the A, but just can't quite make the jump.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I'm very hopeful that, like, Musty is not that guy. Like, hopefully.
No, I think Musty and Haltonen, I think, are doing
six
fine.
Guy.
Again, you're I think
I want to see Musty as like a Goodrow kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Musty's a Goodrow, man. That's bad.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I have my ceiling my floor for him. My floor for him.
So much, like, his goal is, if he's not scoring, he's not helping you. Like,
how do you feel about Wallstrom and Lund? They had a decent week this week.
I like Cam Lund a lot. I think Cam Lund is a guy who has had some health problems so far this year. But Cam Lund, I really like. I think he's been good. Again, it's another guy where it's like, this is his first taste of pro hockey, and you have to be, you kind of want the world from all these guys all at once. And you have to remember, like, yeah, this is his first taste. I think he's been good. Like, I think all these guys are kind of progressing the way you would like them to progress. I think I've seen a lot of things from these players that I've really liked this year. This Barracuda team is so, like, despite its subpar goaltending, has been so good this year.
They've been able to outscore some mistakes. So I will say, do you have any stock down, or are you just going to be like, hey, you know what? You
good
guys
job,
did
guys.
it. Yeah.
I don't,
job.
You know what?
Good job.
I was hoping that I would have more time to put it together after the Barracuda game ended, but because it ended, basically went on, and it basically, like, I'm like, nothing really stood out. I was gonna have to, like, go and, like, kind of poke through the stats a little bit and see.
But I think, like, fucking stock down. Kevin Lacey didn't make all 3 games this week. Fuck that guy.
They're all away games. they're all away games. What is he supposed to do?
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, I really like the Barracuda team this year. Like, this Barracuda team this year is finally what we've been saying the Barracuda team was going to be for, like, I feel like the last 2 years. We're like, this is the year, man. They're going to be so good.
I'm just worried that they're going to get, worse and worse as the whole Roy Sommer recognition night comes up. I'm like,
I think they're good. Look at this team last year. By this point in the year, like, I think it was like January of last. So it was like early January of last year was the last time that the Barracuda won back-to-back games. This team is strung together. This team has put together winning streaks. Like,
so many.
It's the losing streaks that are the odd thing out this year. Like, this team doesn't lose. Yeah, this team doesn't lose multiple games in a row. That's the anomaly this year. It's so nice to finally have the team that we thought we should have had for the last 3 year seasons.
But I will say it is a little maddening to hear the just blowing the trumpet over and over. Most wins ever in the NHL. Okay.
Yes.
And who has the most losses? Oh, also him. Okay, thank you. Like, it just proving the fact that if you hang out long enough, you're gonna like get a record. Can we ask Patrick Marleau about that? If you just hang in long enough.
That you just hammering Marleau.
Huh?
Said people in the comments were not happy you were hammering on Marleau.
I'm not hammering on the guy. I'm just saying, like, has he won any individual award? No. And the biggest thing that he's known for, more games than anybody else. So good for you. You hung around longer than anybody else. You stayed healthy. Also, I will say, and let's say one thing about that. Had Joe Thornton decided to play one more season, and I think we could have found a team that would say, yes, we will take a Joe Thornton to play 35-ish games. That would have broken the record. Like, Marleau would have set the record, and then literally the following season, Thornton would have broken Marleau's record.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
So it's like, he wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, for the people that go, this is a record that'll never be broken again. I'm like, Thornton literally could have broken it the next year if he wanted to. I'm just saying. So let's talk about some other shit here for a second. I kind of got into this a little bit early. Smith possibly not out as long as feared. Now, when that hit happened, I immediately went, oh fuck, he probably going to be out until New Year's, like minimum. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he was like up in the premium suites last night signing autographs, no sling.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, Chief might be back by fucking New Year's Eve. Again, pointing to the fact, Greer, what are you doing with this roster, my man? I can't. Was Chernyshev would Warsofsky going, yeah, Chernyshev is an NHL player? What the fuck are we going to do? Who is the first player moved out? This is my thing. I want to put this out. Let me see. Do I have the ability to do this? Hold on for a quick minute. For all of you watching on the Tubi, I want to know what you guys are thinking. And it's not really a player poll per se, but I want to know. It's not a player poll, so I'm just going to put it out there to everybody who's watching right now. Who's the first player that is shipped out from the Sharks this season?
God,
whether it's fucking Letty. I mean, no. I think it's Letty, and holy fuck, why isn't it Letty? You know what I mean? Like, there's
you want to talk about things that just haven't worked out.
Yeah. And look, it's, oh my God, Paul Medina saying Wenberg. And
he's the guy with value.
That's not to say that Wenberg isn't a good player. Paul Medina could very much be saying, I think it's Wenberg
because he has value.
Exactly. He has value, but he's also taking up space where Misa and Chernyshev could fit in. And,
Chernyshov's not a center, though.
It doesn't fucking matter. They can teach these players where to fucking play. I don't care. No. They can fit. It's like, no. We're going to get rid of the 31, 32-year-old to, put the 23-year-old in.
Yeah. Dan Moore saying Letty getting waived, first hard decision to trade is Wenberg. And that's fair. The problem with Letty is I don't think anyone claims him. And then you have to. Why would they? Right, that's the problem, right? Like it's going to be a problem that you probably have to pay to get rid of, and that's problematic if you're the San Jose Sharks.
When somebody gets waived, the first question is, You know, what is the record of the team that you're playing on? Why could you not crack that roster?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, some team might go like, "Hey, I can, I have a better situation for him to play in.
Or it's a
maybe he
case
can
of
be
the
a seventh
Sharks
here." But
is, do we have a move that we need to make where this $4 million can help us get to the floor? You know what I mean?
yeah,
We can absorb this contract because it will help us get to the floor. And it's just, I don't know. Mike Greer, God love you, sir. I'm dying to see how you play the 4D chess between now and the playoffs, because right now you have to realize, good sir,
Mhm.
the Sharks are in the fucking playoffs. And if you allow the team to get outside of that position, holy fuck.
Yes, yes, it's still a problem, but at least it's not a 9 defenseman on the roster problem. Yeah, that's true.
Wait till next week.
Yeah.
But yes, my point being is, Mike Greer, good sir. This is and look, hey, Ian, can we admit two things?
I will try.
I was insanely wrong during our season preview when I went, I am not an Anaheim Duck truther.
Fair.
And you were very much
I wasn't this
believer.
high on them, though. I was not this high on them.
But you were very much like AJ.
That was very much, yeah.
You were very much like AJ. You have no idea about the fucking Anaheim Ducks. Yeah. So I will totally admit that. That being said, I was way high on the Sharks. I'm like, I think the Sharks will be over Calgary. I think it could be over Seattle. I could be, Now, did I expect Vancouver to be this? No. I didn't. But
and in hindsight, I don't know why I was like, I just thought, everything can't go wrong in Vancouver twice.
You know what? For me, it was just like, can Demko have that bad of a fucking season? Like, is he going to get, like, for me, it was a lot about Demko.
An issue with him. Health is such an issue with him.
Yeah. So I should have read that better. But if anything, I go back and I remember sitting there talking to you about the season preview, and we talked about the Sharks, and I'm like, I think, I think, there's what, 17? No, I think they could finish 5th and whatever. And then when we were talking about it, it was like, we started talking about Calgary, and I went, well, fuck, Sharks might be able to finish 4th. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, holy fuck. All right. So it's been very funny to look back on that. But Mike Greer, God love you, good sir. I cannot wait to see what happens between now and MLK Day, because I'm assuming by then, if Will Smith is not wearing a sling right now, he should be back by then. When is Misa allowed to return?
So when the World Juniors are over, they have
when
to
does
make a
that
decision.
happen?
Depends how far Canada makes it.
But what's the window for the World Juniors?
World Juniors ends just after New Year's, so
just after New Year's. So what, the shit like started a week ago? What the
no,
fuck?
It starts Boxing Day, and then it's
oh my god.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
for the Americans, what the fuck is Boxing Day?
Boxing Day. Sorry, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas.
All right.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
So December 26th.
December 26th, and it
through.
ends. Let me check here. It ends usually like the week after, like the.
So
week
it's basically a week-long stunt.
It's like a couple week thing, yeah.
All right.
It'll end January. The gold medal game is January 5th.
Okay. So my question to you, good sir, then is, Misa, is he contributing? Is he part of the team?
Yeah, Michael Misa's like playing with Gavin McKenna and Porter Martone.
All right. My second question is, how much do you think Misa is whispering in McKenna's ear? Yeah, come to San Jose. We have you.
The Sharks not going to be that bad.
Yeah, no. They won't be. But who else from the Sharks do you see playing in this tourney?
That's it. Sam Dickinson.
That's
the Sam Dickinson. Joshua Ravensbergen. I think he should be on the team. I think he's a better goalie than both Jack Ivankovic and Carter George, but
Really?
he's been their guy. I think Ravensburg is one of the best prospects.
Either way, I don't think
prospects.
that I don't know that I've been this excited about the goaltending pipeline for the Sharks since, like, you know, Nabby, Kippy, and Tosk. You know what I mean? Like okay. So
yeah, because Sam Dickinson's not going. They said today, they made, if it was official today, Sam Dickinson's absolutely not going. And the way with how much he's been playing lately, like that's not a surprise to anybody. That the Sharks would want to keep him in San Jose. They've been using him more now.
All right. So
Cole McKinney will be there as well. Yes, I was just thinking. Sorry, I Team Canada on the brain. I haven't thought about the rest of the.
A Canadian has Team Canada on the brain. What
say
you? So my point being is between now, God, like I'm saying, between now and MLK Day, you think Misa is going to be healthy by then?
He is healthy. He's playing in the World Juniors. Like
okay,
he's
just. But I'm saying with the healthy Misa come mid-January, MLK Day.
Oh yeah, and Christian Kirsch for Switzerland. Yes, so Christian Kirsch, goaltender prospect.
Let's say that Will Smith is healthy. Let's see, Kurashov is healthy. Let's say everybody is fucking healthy.
Well,
how does Mike Greer handle that?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
I wish I knew. I wish because I don't like. There's just I don't know what he's gonna do. He's so in love with so many of his guys.
But you know what? Better to be in love with the guys that you picked versus the Doug Wilson era, where it's like, no, I feel like Joe Thornton can play until he's 55.
Right.
You know,
because you have to figure out what you're
can play till 50.
I mean, they have to do something on the blue line.
That's my point. Especially when you have what, 9, 10 guys?
9 guys.
That's the reminds me.
9 guys once Desharnais's healthy.
Well, hold on. I'm looking. This is the thing. I'm looking at Puckpedia. It says 8, and that includes Ryan Ellis. So
let me take a peek.
Orlov, guy that you're going to keep. You're stuck with. That's the guy that you're paying the most money for. He has.
I don't know why you get rid of Dmitry Orlov anyway. Like
I'm not saying that you would. I'm just talking. Where's the blue line at right now? Right now, it is Dmitry Orlov is your number one guy. 34 years old, left shot, plays left and right side. He has a full no trade until next season. So eat it. So if you don't like him,
because Ryan Ellis is obviously an LTIR and Vincent Desharnais is on the IR. But so
but the whole thing is Desharnais will come back at some point.
Correct.
Ryan Ellis is never going to be here or whatever.
That's what I mean. That's once Vincent Desharnais comes back, that makes 9.
Okay, there you go. Okay, yes, I appreciate that. But Nick Leddy, Jesus Christ, get the fuck out of town. 16 team trade list. He is UFA after this. He has played we're at 36, 37 games right now. He's played like what, 14?
Yeah.
Get the fuck. Oh my God. Get out of my town.
But you got to move. But there's got to be a couple of these guys. You have to move a couple of them.
But okay. But at least Klingberg has like made the fucking point. I don't want to be moved. And to his contract's point, he cannot be moved until January 31st.
Correct.
But at least he's had like a December to write home about. Like he's figured it out.
Yeah, he's had a good December. Like
let the game come to him. My point being is you got like 9 defensemen. Somebody needs to get the fuck out of Dodge. How Nick Leddy is still here, I don't understand. I get Ryan Ellis.
The problem is that Ryan Ellis is just your room for cap money. Whatever,
exactly. So I don't get Nick Leddy.
Here's the other problem, but you have to get rid of. You need to get, but it's. Yes, Nick Leddy needs to go, but he still has to make a decision on one of these other guys, whether that be Vincent Iorio, whether it be Timothy Liljegren, whether it be Mario Ferraro.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Obviously not Sam Dickinson's
yeah, not Sam Dickinson. So I'm just going to say, like, anybody that's like 23 or over, maybe 24 or over. Although Ioria maybe falls into the group. So my point being, you have Liljegren, Ferraro, Klingberg. Now, honestly, obviously he's got that January 30th kind of, hot poker. It's not like there aren't pieces out there to be like, how hard is it going to be to move Liljegren?
Oh, I think if you put Liljegren on the market, someone would scoop him up.
So that's that. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe he's because what was the last time he played for the Sharks?
And he's been healthy on and off, so there is that issue.
Oh, Jerry in the house.
Jerry in the house, $5 super chat. I am happy to be able to catch the second part of the show live for the first time in a while. My son and I always enjoy Pucknologists live or on replay.
Oh, appreciate you so much, good sir.
Yeah,
we know if you want to appreciate the show monetarily, yes. It's definitely Teal Town USA on the Venmo.
If you were in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're that. But we certainly appreciate a super chat.
100%.
But yeah, if you do it on Venmo at Teal Town USA, we don't get Google like sucking up like 38% of it.
But we do appreciate it. Helps keep the lights on, helps keep the show ad free. Like the show's, we've been on the air for 90 minutes so far, and we haven't asked you if you need to shave your pubes. So,
but I am dying to see how the San Jose Sharks shaved their defensive line. You know what I mean? Right.
Yes. And if we had a sponsor, that'd be a hell of a segue, but no.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Can we talk about Philadelphia?
Yeah. I have the audio here.
Oh, you do? Oh, play it, please.
Of course I do. I trimmed it a little bit just so we're not like.
Oh, we're back to pubes again. We trimmed.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Pump it up, it up, it up, it up. While you're down there, would you mind blowing me?
I think we're still on the air, Tim.
Now look. I think
it's hilarious.
I think it's fucking hilarious. The thing that upsets me.
Okay.
Is the fact that like the Flyers had to put out a whole, this does not represent the blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then the guy who said it, this does not blah, 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 blah. And it's like, did he say anything? Was any word that he said offensive or obscene?
Here's the thing, right?
He didn't say, would you come up here and suck my dick? He didn't say that.
So for context for people, this was during the audio broadcast of the Philadelphia Flyers game. I can't remember which game it was, but it was from their audio side. He thought they had gone to commercial. They had not gone to commercial. Now here's the thing. Context in this situation matters because I don't know who he was saying this to, right? Like I assume. Okay.
You do your what you took from it, and I'll do mine.
Oh no, I think it's look at if it's something where if this is a guy saying this to like one of his like
no. Go ahead, say how you think this happened. I will say how I did mine.
Oh, I think someone's obviously jiggling with wires or something, and he's like, "Well, you're down there." Okay, go ahead.
My thing is the person. I'm assuming that is like the Dan Rusanowski version,
yes,
of the person for the Flyers.
Yes,
if I'm like calling it how I think it went down, I think it's the Dan Rusanowski version for the Flyers. It was well, the score is this and blah blah blah, and and now a word from Toyota or what we'll be back in a moment. And He didn't realize that. And the big thing is that whoever is running their audio network or whatever, those are the ones that should have gotten raked over the coals for not going to a goddamn commercial.
Sure.
That being said, you hear he's probably like writing down some number. He's writing down some stats on what had happened, and you even hear him early in that. Where he's like, man, blah, blah, blah. And then you can hear the girl, if you will, the Emily Harlan, which is the woman who does the Sharks in-game, I don't know, hyping, if you will. Hey, we having a good time, blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah. So and you can hear the girl's voice in Philly, which, again, not unlike Emily, is, hey, fan, and I'm sure that the guy who's doing the broadcast is just like, oh my God, could you just come up here and blow me? Because he's that tired of hearing her.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I think it's a situation where, like,
but again, he didn't say anything like specifically profane. He didn't say, fuck, like George Carlin, like fuck, shit, motherfucker, cock, tits, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say anything like that. He was just like, oh my God, could you come up here and blow me?
I didn't think about that. I thought it was like, to me, like, look at again, because it's audio only, we don't know the situation, right? I think context here matters, because I think if I said that to you, it's not a big deal.
Okay, but can you play it again?
Can I play it again? Sure, I can play it again. Why not?
Because so after we've heard our versions of it, play it again, considering that.
But here's the thing. But if I said that to you, no big deal. If I said that to, like, if somebody's like,
well, and to be honest, dude, how many people are listening to the fucking Philly audio network?
No,
what
I mean? I agree. But if I said that, just like, I don't know how many times, like, where, like, when we were younger, we'd have like land parties.
And Jerry is saying, was he removed from his position, or did he was suspended for 2 games?
For 2 games, yeah, he had to sit there.
But can you replay it?
Sure, let me replay.
All right, let's all listen to this.
Pop it up, it up, it up, it up. While you're down there, would you mind blowing me?
I think we're still on the air, Tim.
When I hear that, I think 2 things, right? I think, like, and
I agree. The funniest part is that he did it in his announcer voice.
The thing is, there's a part of me that it's like, you can hear whoever their in-game announcer is, who's just, jibber jabbering about. It's like, now that I hear it again in that context, I don't think that he is speaking to that person.
No, I think it's somebody screwing with wires, and they're like, I think it's somebody
underneath his desk.
Yeah.
Who's like, they're trying to like move some shit, and it's like, oh, hey, while you're down there,
exactly, right? It's someone. It's probably someone you like. If it's one of those situations, right, where it's like, if it's like me to you, and I don't know who he said it to, right, which is obviously why there's the big kerfluffle. Because obviously, if he's saying that to like some intern that he, like, that's not cool, right? Well, if there's some intern,
hold on, no, you know what it is? It's and see, this is where we're at right now, and I hate to say this. If he's saying that to an intern that is a straight man, it's fine, because but if it's a woman, it's like, oh, right, my God, or if it's a
it's not appropriate, right? Like, it's not appropriate.
No. It's not appropriate if it's a female. Right. It's not appropriate if it's a gay man. Like this, all of a sudden, there's all these delineating factors where I'm telling you right now, there have been times where I have been in that situation where oh shit. Like, there's some wire, and I had to like crawl down into some space, right? And I had to fucking connect something that clearly wasn't connected. And there have been times where I'm like trying to get up out of the area, and I've had the DJ or whoever who sent me down there to make sure that it was connected. As I'm getting out, they're like, okay, hold on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're being a smart ass.
Yeah.
But they know that I'm not going to sit there and go, oh my God, HR, I was
immediately.
offended,
Yeah, no, that's what I think. I think it's a situation where I assume this was someone like he would be comfortable saying that.
Exactly. And I
Other,
feel like
because if it wasn't like
until the guy who said, we're still on the air.
Right. Like, because if it wasn't, to me, if it wasn't, especially in today's climate, like you said, this dude loses his job. Like if it's some like, 20-year-old intern that's just like, that he doesn't have that relationship with, or he's a situation of power over, that's not cool.
It just bums me out that I feel like we're in this, realm where it's just, oh my God, every little offense is just like, oh my God, you should be doxxed and sued and you should never be able to work again. And
I think the fact that it was a 2-game, like, yes, hot mic,
to me,
professional.
The 2-game suspension, I thought was like, really?
No, I think it's appropriate.
Who I think should have got the 2-game suspension? The person that didn't go to fucking commercial the way they were supposed to.
No, you have to be responsible for what comes out of your own mouth.
No, you do, but you have to. But if you're under the assumption that you're into commercial, that to me, I sit there and go, I think the person who was supposed to get us to our,
I think in that business you always assume your microphone's hot.
I don't even think it's that business. I think it's just where we are as a society right now. It's just
I think
if
in that
you
business,
leave your fucking house, you're being recorded audio and visual.
Yeah, I just think in that situation you always assume your mic's hot.
Yeah, again though, he didn't say anything offensive. He didn't say fuck or shit but
I don't know. I don't know who the person he has to blow was.
For all we knew, when he said that, he was holding a candle. Hey, come up here and blow this.
Not what he said.
Well, I mean, it was close. All right. Anyway, so we talked about where do you think Will Smith is injury wise?
I mean, I hope that this is all positive signs and that's not as serious as we thought it was.
The fact that he's hanging out in the fucking, the luxury suites,
I don't know. We'll see, right? They're going to reevaluate, obviously. So I'm assuming there'll be some. It's hard because, he's not in a sling or anything, but they could go and if there's swelling and then the swelling goes down and then they see something.
Not before.
But I don't want to think we're
not before Christmas.
No. So
and hopefully just after New Year's.
I think that's what they're saying. We should have some more clarification on what the thing will be after the Christmas break. So,
all right. We had a lot of last minute trades. Denal from LA to Montreal for a couple picks.
For a second.
Well, it was just a second. Jesus. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that, dude? LA. I mean, why are they trading out a decent piece that has?
He wasn't happy there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't happy there.
That
was a divorce that needed to happen for a while, and it just finally went down.
Because they were, they've been doing pretty well. LA,
yeah,
better than I thought they would this season.
Yeah, Phil Deneau it just hasn't really worked out there. I think he thinks he's a higher, he hasn't been
so go
as
to
high in the lineup as
Montreal,
he'd like
where yay.
I think he still.
All right.
I think it was just a situation where, from what I understand, he wasn't really happy with how he was being utilized, and it was a long time coming.
So Marchment, I mean, dude, Mason Marchment from Seattle to Columbus. Have you ever seen a quicker version from brand new team to we're rebuilding?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that shit happened fucking fast.
Well, because you know what, though? I would argue that even when they made the playoffs, they weren't good.
No, they were totally
They were on a PDO bender. They made the playoffs, and then they went and acted like they were good. And this is the fear that I have with the San Jose Sharks this year, is this is a team that's benefited from a little bit of a PDO bender themselves, and I don't want them to think they are further along than they are and start making silly moves.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes me very nervous.
Because I think that's what Seattle did. They thought they were further along than they were, and they weren't.
They're like, we're Vegas 2.0.
I don't think they ever thought that, but like
Okay,
this team was
3.0?
the thing with the Seattle Kraken though is they are a team that they didn't go into the, like, everyone's like, oh, they didn't try to be Vegas though. They tried to be a little bit more of a traditional expansion team. Yeah, they got some good players out of the gate because the expansion draft tends to do that for you, but they've always kind of been a team where they're like, yeah, but we're going to build this up a little bit from where we are. Whereas Vegas just kind of, Vegas had a little bit of luck in this situation too. Obviously, they had a bunch of cast-offs that just kind of gelled together perfectly in this perfect storm of fuck, I hate Vegas. But but the Seattle Kraken, like, they did go into it in more of like we're going to build this up with some draft capital and everything else, and it's just, it hasn't worked as quick as they would like.
Shit happens. Either way, I love the fact that we're seeing like these, I mean, like literally the last minute moves.
Loved it.
Like, yeah, dude, like my Twitter was going off and I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we couldn't do it. I thought shit was illegal already. Why am I seeing these,
It's weird though that a team like, for the Mason Marchment thing, it is weird though. If I wonder how Columbus fans feel about this. Cause I like Mason Marchment. I think he's a good player. I don't think Seattle was a great fit for him. But again, you're a Columbus team.
A good fit?
Well, I don't know if Columbus is a better fit, but if you're a Columbus fan and you give up a second and a fourth when you are sitting dead last in the Eastern Conference,
that's exactly my point. I'm like, I don't get that. And when it comes to like expansion or whatever, I always sit there and point at Columbus and Minnesota, and I sit there and I go, look, if you're a fan of those teams, God love you, but they've only been
Columbus.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they've only been around for like 25 years. I will ask every time, who's your superstar? And they never can fucking answer that question.
For Columbus, it's probably still Rick Nash.
Yeah, it's fucking Rick Nash. And Minnesota before Kaprizov, who was it? What was his name? Gaborik?
Yeah, Marian Gaborik.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, 25 fucking years? And it's
I think for Columbus especially, because like you have to remember like the way Columbus came into the league, right? Columbus came into the league in the Western Conference. Columbus is a city in the Eastern time zone. All their games, like the vast, like like the fact that Columbus is still a functioning team is a testament to.
If relegation was a thing, Columbus would be playing in the O. I mean, Jesus Christ.
But I give them like a lot of credit, especially if like you've been a Columbus fan from day one, because like they made that team like. They made it impossible for that team to like even. I'm surprised they're still existing because again, you were a team in the Eastern time zone that played most of their games at 10:30 at night.
Oh, Ruben throwing out the name Laine. Okay,
yeah, Patrick Laine. Yeah, that's fair.
Sure,
that's
but
fair,
but you get what I'm saying. Like, like I feel like there's 30 teams in the league that I can at least name at least two quote unquote big name superstars or whatever. I don't know that I can do that for Columbus or what the hell was the other team that we're talking about?
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. It's very difficult. Aside from especially when you take Kaprizov and go, let's put that guy over there and blah blah blah. But anyway, we already talked about the bullying, which I thought was great. This is the last thing I want to say before we get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I was oh my God. Look, and again, this is something to all the people that are so fantastically awesome to join us. I want to ask you all, because if I'm the person that's wrong, I'll fucking eat it. But I'm just saying, my wife and I went to Maples Pavilion on Friday, which is the venue on the Stanford University campus where the men's basketball, women's basketball, the volleyball, there's a lot of things that happen there. We went there because my family, my wife, her parents had a very incredible donation, which ended up giving them 4 lifetime tickets for the Stanford women. And so when the Stanford women are doing good, it's good, as you would say. Very fun to watch. We went to the game this last Friday. We had not been to a Stanford women's game at Maples Pavilion in probably 15 years. Because, we had shit to do. Before that, we were going, if it wasn't every game, it was every other game between like 2003 and 2008, somewhere in there. But anyway, we went to a game this last Friday. And oh my God, they got these beautiful new LED screens up, and they've got all this different stuff. Really cool things that they have. A brand new scoreboard, center hung scoreboard, beautiful LED, blah, blah, blah. But you know what they fucking did? They brought in a DJ. And the thing about Stanford women's basketball, the primary supporters of this sport, the average age of the room is probably about 68. And they've got a fucking DJ who's playing this hyphy fucking, tell me when to go to the fucking E40 and all this hyphy. I love me some E40. I love hyphy music. I have a great time listening to it. Not at a fucking college basketball game, right, where the average age in the room is 68, and I'm like, oh my fucking God. And then my wife is sitting there going, why does this sounds horrible? Because the speakers around the venue, it's all these array speakers that they haven't been done the way that they're supposed to be done. So every song sounds like everything. It's super high end. You don't hear any bass. You don't hear any mid. All it is, everything is just, it's horrible. And I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm like, dude, I went to this game. Stanford, it was just, oh my God. Every time there was a stoppage in play, it was like, oh, cue the fucking DJ. Blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, you know what? You said the same thing a month and a half ago. You and your dad went to the 49er game against the Rams, and it was the same thing. It was like, nope, let's fill every fucking silence with noise. And so, and then here's the thing that really gets me. Last Saturday, my buddy and I, we went to Felton. Now, I don't know if you know where Felton is.
I do not.
But you might find out where it is when you come here.
Okay.
But it is a groovy, tiny little town that is maybe, 12 minutes from the coast, from Santa Cruz. Cool little, when you start to make your way into the mountains, it's this groovy little Felton place. And there's this nice little strip. And on one side is this awesome little music hall. My best friend and I, we've seen a couple people play there. It's been so fantastic because it is such a small group. There is nothing better than seeing somebody, a live performer that you really enjoy in a very small venue. Nothing better than that. Across the street, we found this amazing burger and fry joint that also has beers and everything. Just I'm sitting there going, this is what we need. This is the places that we need to be. And when we're there, there was no when we're at the venue, between groups and everything, there was no DJ. There was and everybody was kind of walking around. They're kind of talking to each other. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? And hey, when did you get here? And how far did you travel for the show? And there was a lot of visiting. It was very fun. Meanwhile, before that, we go to the watch party at the Laughing Monk.
Okay.
Felton, Scottsdale area. And there was a Sharks watch party there. And we get there, and it's a Laughing Monk. Mwah. Fantastic tap room. We're all hanging out. It's very fun. But then the Sharks people get there. And the whole thing is like, we want to make this just like you're at a Sharks game. And it's like, but we're not.
Right.
So maybe we don't. Maybe we just all kind of like talk to each other and have a good time. But they have, to their credit, they have Danny and Emily, who are, Danny is the voice of the Sharks at a game. Emily is the in-arena MC, which, again, I've said it a bajillion times. It's nothing against Emily. I don't think that job should exist for any venue, for any team. But either way, they have both of them out there. And when the Sharks score, they have Danny with a wireless mic. Sharks goal, Bubba. And he does his whole, spiel. Absolutely. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But then there were times during the game where he was like grabbing the mic. And I love Danny to death. I think Danny is fucking awesome. But there were times during the performance at the watch party where either him or Emily would grab the mic and just start talking during a commercial. And they really weren't saying anything. It was literally just the idea of, let's just fill this silence. And so that's, I've sat here and like rambled on for like 12 minutes. Stop filling silences, please. Just like let it be organic. Let the fans, don't sit there and say, if you're a fan, do this right now. No, just let the fans do their thing. Stop telling fans when to fan, please. I beg of you.
I beg.
That's the way it was at the Stanford game 2 days ago. And I looked at my wife and I was like, I'm never coming back here because 12 years, 14 years, whatever, there was no DJ. And they also had a person that said, like, hey, Stanford fans, get on your feet. And no, shut the fuck up.
Do it now.
Don't tell me what to do, bitch.
In the chat, bringing up former Shark Brent Burns, moved into 8th all time in defensive scoring.
Oh my God. God love that fucking guy.
Yeah,
I just, and it wouldn't surprise me. It would be so much fun to see like Letty get dumped, somebody else get dumped, and see them bring Burns back. To watch Burns go, fuck, the Sharks have kind of a shot at this with all this young talent.
he's 5 goals away from passing Bobby Orr for 7 in goal scoring.
So awesome. Oh, Paul Medina loves Felton Music Hall. Dude, it's a vibe. It's a fucking vibe, baby. AJ, thoughts on chain reaction and social? I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming it's SoCal.
Oh, it's SoCal. I thought it said social. I don't have my glasses on. Thoughts on chain reaction? SoCal. I don't know what SoCal is. AJ, they need to shut the fuck up. As do I. I need to shut the fuck up. So let's talk about who the Sharks are going to play between now and fucking New Year's.
Yeah. We're not doing this next Sunday, right? Like we can have a Sunday off.
Well, I mean, so
there's only 3 games.
Whoa. I thought there was only one game between now and next Sunday.
Well, between the Barracuda and the Sharks, there's 3 games.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So the Sharks play on Tuesday, and then boom, 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 nothing. And then, no, the San Jose Sharks at Vancouver.
On the 27th.
Yeah, so no, I feel like we're probably going to be here on the 28th. Yeah, we're going to be here next Sunday.
All right.
Might not might not be very long.
Yes. Yeah, because there'd be 2 Sharks games and a Barracuda game.
Yeah. So 2 games.
week.
And let's be honest, unless Mike Greer makes a ridiculously fantastical trade, which there are a delineated time that he is not able to do that, and it started like last night.
What time is this game on the 27th?
It ain't happening, buddy. I would lose my shit if Greer made a move between now and 2026. Just saying.
Oh, Saturday's the 27th. Okay, that's
There you
fine.
go. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
So between now and the next time,
I thought that was a Sunday, and I'm like, if that's a takeover, fuck that.
Sharks are going to play 2 games. Let's say maybe none of them are in San Jose. Okay, so at Vegas, who are currently second in the Pacific Division, 16-7-10, but they lost their last game, so you kind of go, Sharks are doing around. Let's see.
It's crazy how many overtime losses they have.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like 10.
What are we doing?
Oh, 10. They've had 10 OTLs.
Yeah, 5 points from overtime.
What the fuck?
10 points from overtime, like us.
So I feel like their wins are artificially inflated just to scotch.
Their point totals artificially inflated because they have 10 points from overtime losses. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I'm going to sit there and go, December 23rd, 2 days from tonight. Let's see how that works. Following the holiday break, the Sharks are playing at Vancouver, and currently 7th in the Pacific. But Jesus Christ, dude, this was a team like when we discussed in the season preview.
Yeah,
I remember having them kind of like the mushy middle.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, like Demko maybe he's healthy, maybe he's not, and this, but hey, you know what the thing is though? They're going to be fun to watch because at least they have Quinn Hughes. And then what happened? So, yeah, 7th in the Pacific right now, but miraculously on a 4-game winning streak. What? So I look forward to seeing how that game plays out.
The unburdening of expectations.
Then you have the Sharks playing at Anaheim, who are, if you haven't paid attention, and I certainly wasn't during the season preview, first in the Pacific. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So you got that. And then to finish out 2025, the Sharks are going to host Minnesota, currently 3rd in the Central, but have won their last 7 games. I'm sorry, what? The Minnesota Wild right now are the hottest team in the NHL.
Just run got Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, run that fucking by me.
The goaltending has been, again, both the goaltending's been on a heater. Jesper Wallsted's been absolutely unreal.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am very serious. This Wallsted has come up. He has been unreal after had a really rough year in the AHL last year. A lot of people are like, oh, did we overthink this guy? Nope, he's great.
Well, and then how are the Barracuda going to end out the year?
Yeah, so the Barracuda against Ontario. So they
again
they will host Ontario on the 27th, and then they travel back there New Year's Eve to play them on New Year's Eve in Ontario, and then they go back.
This is a team that they just beat the shit out of twice.
Yes, and they're going to play 2 more times, and because again, this was in a game where there was just misconducts like crazy today. So these games should be fun. And then January 2nd and January 3rd, they will travel to Bakersfield, so they are back on the road. They have a quick stop at home on the 27th, and they're right back out on the road.
Oh my gosh! Again, I feel like the next 2 weeks, at least like between now and Martin Luther King Day, are going to be so much fun to see between the Sharks and the Barracuda, based on who they're playing, but also based on the health of, random players.
Yeah.
Let's see, because, let's be honest, if it comes down to like Martin Luther King Day and the Barracuda have, I don't know, Misa and Cheny-show and all those guys on their roster, you're like,
Fun.
All right. But Martin Luther King Day, and all of a sudden Letty isn't a shark anymore. And then like, you're kind of like, I'm just saying. Can't wait. But between now and then, it is Christmas.
Yes. So we're gonna do next Sunday. Yes, for real.
You know what? Maybe we have a silliness involved. Maybe we bring in a third person. Maybe we
do something. I'll maybe throw some stuff out to the audience and see if they can give us some stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we dial it. Do we have the ability to like give the link to a couple different people and say, hey, come in and join us for a hot minute, and then we can kick them out?
Yes, I can do that. I can.
Wow, you seemed really confident and
no, I can do it. I just have to remember to rotate the link because like it's a little behind the scenes. Maybe if we don't rotate the link, they could rejoin another show with the link. I have to make sure
I just loved how you're just like, yeah, that sounds like the greatest thing ever to do.
No, it's fine. We can do it. We could definitely.
All right, so
we'll come up with some ideas.
Well, yeah, we'll be here in some way, shape, or form next Sunday, but between now and then, the Vegas, and look, the Sharks have lost 2 straight after a couple of amazing victories, and you're gonna be playing like your fucking all-time nemesis. I really look forward to this game against Vegas. So I think that's it, buddy.
That's it, man. That is it. All right.
I guess I would say, to quote the people from Philadelphia, why don't you blow me?
Oh my God. Whatever. Okay. I'm getting us out of here.
I should hope so.
All right. Again, you know the routine by this point. If you're watching live and you have not hit the like button, what the hell is the matter with you? Please do it. It helps us out. If you are watching this after the fact, you can still hit the like button. But if you weren't able to join us in the live chat tonight, but you do want to leave your say in the comment section. I read all the comments. I respond when necessary. If your comment gets a like, it's probably me. So there you have it. If you want to follow us on all the social media platforms, you name the platform, we are there. If you are watching this on YouTube after the fact or live and you're saying, wow, man, I wish I had this like on my phone, you can do that. You can download it. It's on all your favorite pod catchers, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, whatever the hell you listen to your podcast from. I guarantee we are there. That's it, man. That's all you got to do. Everything we do at tealtownusa.com. We appreciate y'all being here. We will see you next Sunday. And so yay.
Hey, have a great holiday, everybody.
Yes. Happy holidays for everyone. Merry Christmas. Whatever holiday you schedule, whatever holiday you have, I hope it's good.
Except for the Jews.
Wow. No, that's not what we're saying.
If you're
Christ.
Jewish, I hope you
Happy
have an
Hanukkah.
even more awesome holiday.
Next week, we're going to demonetize you for a year.
No, you know why I say that? It was because we were playing earlier today. We were doing the football party, and we were playing. Oh my God, what's the Cards Against Humanity?
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, and one of the cards is the Jews, and
Yes.
it's like you just throw that in there, no matter what, and somebody's gonna go, okay, that's funny, and they put it.
Yes.
But I will say, you know what we played today? You guys might enjoy this. What the hell is the Stipe? City Snipe? Stipe or Snipe, something like that. If y'all like having a good, fun card game, now, to be fair, you can only play it like 2 or 3 times, and then you're like, okay, it's not that funny anymore. For those of you who have ever played the game Go Fish, I'm assuming, Ian, you've played Go Fish?
Yes.
Okay. And how does Go Fish go? Is, like everybody at the table, it's usually like 2 to 4 people. Everybody gets like 5 to 7 cards, right?
Yes.
And you sit there and you go, do you have any 4s? Do you have any 7s? Do you have any, it's something like that. So we today played a game called Go Fuck Yourself. And instead of it being like, do you have any 4s? Do you have any 8s? Do you have any 7? It was, do you have any Nazi lineage?
Oh my God.
And then it was like, oh, you don't? Okay, go fuck yourself. And then you draw from the card, or you draw from the stack, and you're sitting there holding a thing, and then you look at your buddy and you go, do you have 2 misshapen titties? Yes. Okay. All right. Give me those. And then it would be, do you have obnoxiously bad breath? Oh, no. Okay. I'll take that one. But my all-time favorite card when it comes to the Go Fuck Yourself game is a card that literally says oh God, I wish I could remember exactly what it says. I have to remember. It was something about a secret group chat that nobody else knows, or that everybody else knows but you, where we all talk shit about you. I was like, that's insanely specific.
Guys, we're still on the air. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, no, and so Ruben, do yourself a favor, look up the card game, Go Fuck Yourself. Very
there
fun.
You have it. All right, and with that, we will see you on the next one
after Vegas.
Yes, after Vegas. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that fun stuff. Peace out.